gentlemen. Greetings. Demigods whisper, lost souls scream. Follow the. Good morning. Hey. Happy Monday. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? I hope you had a great weekend. We are once again back in the Thunderdome. Paz, you're in the wrong spot with that. Snuggles is not getting a single thing from Zeus. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Nice to see all of you and in touch with my humanity. All right, let's go. Miss Morningstar, good morning. You know what we came to do. Let's go. All right, let's get the show started. All right. It's time to deal with some MAGA business, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, it's not just MAGA business. It's the truth. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. Time to get cooking. Get your go ahead and have a seat at the nearest table. It's going to be a bit of a catered event. All right. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I am your pilot, and you know exactly why we are here. But before we get started, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. All right. Did you miss me this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? I missed you, seriously. Why do they call me Triple H? Well, the first H is because I'm honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me. All right. That's the first H. All right. The second H is because I'm humble. I'm the most humble person on social media. Listen up, if I get it wrong, I'll be the first to apologize. Mrs. Kim, thank you for those subscriptions. Come on, y'all, tap the screen, share the live, and subscribe. We all know why we're here this morning, because aren't you energized to help get this woman, Vice President Kamala Harris, elected to be the next president? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, and the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Now, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. What we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their cult leader, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes, right? And isn't it safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that when it comes to dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds and crimes, our friends on the right, they seem to have, they seem to have hit the jackpot, right? I mean, these people are some of the most corrupt, hypocritical people we've ever ran into. So here's some news for you. Do I have any Trump supporters out there? If you're a Trump supporter, let me see if you're out there in the audience. If you're a Trump supporter, let me see. Just say yes if you're a Trump supporter. I just want to make sure I know how much. Okay. Oh, hey, Zon, I haven't spoke to you, but I got some bad news for all of you. Yes, Miss Terry, thank you for sending the subscriptions. Yeah. Number one, isn't it time for MAGA to start paying us on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, especially to all of my fellow content creators that religiously get out here and spread the truth and combat their misinformation? It's really time for them to just start paying us for this knowledge and for this education. It's not free. It's not free what we're doing. All right. So Trump supporters, reach into your pockets this morning and go ahead and spend a little on Zeus this morning. Zeus and his friends that are going to come up here and teach you something. Because I think that'll help you learn a little bit better. People learn when they pay money. They go, oh, okay, I got to pay for this. And then it registers a lot better. But when we give it away for free, I don't think you respect the information we're sharing, right? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Let's make these Trump supporters pay. Quit sending it to Donald Trump. He's not teaching you a single thing. He's not teaching you guys how to be better human beings, especially you MAGA men. Some of you MAGA men are some of the worst creatures I've ever dealt with. You don't know how to act on TikTok. You get up here, you promote misinformation and disinformation. You disrespect women, you disrespect yourselves and your families. You guys are some of the worst creatures I've ever ran into. So reach into your pockets now and start paying Zeus, all right? Yeah, you're sending Trump money for those Rolexes. But you know what? Even if you don't reach into your pocket, you know what you could do? You could sit your special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast, right? Because there's going to be a lot of truth. Miss Kim, thank you for the galaxy. You see that, MAGA? Go ahead. Don't let us keep doing the work for you. All right. But what I was going to say is there's going to be a lot of truth coming out of this live, right? And that's exactly how I cooked it up and engineered it. All right. And if you are allergic to the truth, thank you, Z-Pot. Like my good friend, Brother Swervin once said, you're lactose intolerant. You might want to leave this live and go on about your miserable life. All right? Go on about your miserable life because it's going to get very uncomfortable in here for you. Dark Frank, thank you for the subscription. But get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right, favored by God. You're not favored by God, number one. I sent you an invitation to get in the box. For those of you who might not be able to read what favored by God just put in my chat, this MAGA demon says, they alcoholic, so she can't even spell right. They alcoholic finally went to the border with her 70K necklace. Favored by God, you're not favored by God. You're a liar. And that's why you don't want to get in the box and really explain what you've been saying. Mrs. Kim, thank you so much for the subscription. Seriously. I dare a Trump supporter to get in the box and put some meat on the bones. Favored by God, you don't even got to get in the box. I bet you another MAGA demon will get in the box and repeat the same lie you just told. But you know what? Not so favored by God. Let me tell you something about how I run my side of how we do it on this side of TikTok. Folks like you, we send you straight to the lake of fire, straight to hell, where you belong. Because you know you're going to hell, right? Yeah. You are no child of the living God. You are a child of the Antichrist. You're on your way to hell. All right. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, since this MAGA demon doesn't want to come up in the box, right? We're going to go ahead and give her the treatment. You know what I say on this show? Oh, wait a second. Gizmo, you had something to say to Zeus? Come on up here, Gizmo. Maybe you can help your friend out. Or maybe both of you could get tossed into the lake of fire at the same time. All right, so we got Gizmo and not so favored by the good Lord lying in my chat and polluting it. Moderators, you know what we do. When they don't come in the box, put them in a straitjacket for 5 minutes, right? And in the meantime and in between time, why don't I warm up the lake of fire and get ready to toss 2 MAGA demons in there for the price of 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Not So Favored by God and Gizmo our first honorable round of booze and shame, and let's toss them into the lake of fire. Let's go.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right, mods, you know what to do. 5-minute straitjacket treatment for those 2 MAGA demons. Gianni, are you trying to ask Zeus a question? Come up in the box. I haven't even gotten started going through my content yet. You would have thought y'all Trump supporters would have been so happy this weekend with Donald Trump's amazing, and I do mean amazing, performance that he put on. He just completely embarrassed himself. Isn't that right, Cheyenne? He embarrassed himself. And he embarrassed the entire MAGA community with the way that he continues to disparage this woman. What has Kamala Harris done to warrant all of the hate from MAGA? What has she done? Has she committed any crimes? Absolutely not. Has she been a part of any scandals? Absolutely not. So what is your big issue with this woman, MAGA? And the answer is simple. It's self-hate. You look in the mirror, you hate yourselves. You're probably in a relationship, or you wish you could be in a relationship. You've been rejected by a lot of beautiful women. I'm talking to the MAGA men. A lot of the MAGA men have been rejected by beautiful women, and so they're angry. Oh, yeah, I figured it out. Hazon, won't you get in the box? You got 6 followers. I sent you an invite. Ladies and gentlemen, I think word around town has gotten out. Don't go into a Zeus live because you're gonna get cooked. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you know what I say to do, mods? Please put Hazon in a straight jacket, because that MAGA demon doesn't belong in here, and I don't need them polluting my chat. RW says I'm a gaslighter. You know what's funny? You said that I'm a gaslighter. Because I got to talk about some gaslighting that happened this weekend. I woke up this morning. I turned on my show. I watch a lot of news, right? But Morning Joe's always, sometimes, most of the time, he nails it, right? They nail it. They do all of the research, so you don't have to. And so we listen to y'all want to hear what a real Christian, or not a real Christian, y'all want to hear what these Christians worship? Y'all want to hear what the person these Christians worship was saying? Do y'all want to hear some of the things this MAGA demon was saying that these so-called Christians were worshiping him? Listen to what these. That's my morning watch too. Okay, okay. So let's listen to what Donald Trump was saying, right? And keep in mind, it was a bunch of Christians he was saying this to.
Kamala is mentally impaired. If a Republican did what she did,
she's at the border.
if a Republican did what she did, that Republican would be impeached and removed from office, and rightfully so, for high crimes and misdemeanors.
So this is who the Christians, evangelicals, this is the person that they're worshiping, right? Listen to how he talks. No proof that this is true, what he was saying about Vice President Kamala Harris. None at all.
Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala impeached and removed from office, and rightfully so, for high crimes and misdemeanors. Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. She was born that way. And
who was clapping for him when he says these disrespectful things? Who are the people clapping for him? I guarantee you this MAGA. John, I invited you up here, John. John, I'm getting very upset right now. I don't need you to actually get upset, all right? I got to listen to your cult leader. I got to get out here and tell the world everything Donald Trump is saying here is projection and it's a lie. All right, John? So since you don't want to get in the box, John, mods, please put John in a straitjacket so I could continue ministering to his deranged soul. You Trump supporters, y'all have reached a new level of sickness. I'm waiting for Donald Trump to actually, you know what I'm waiting for? People ask me, Zeus, when will it stop? I'm going to say when he tells them, drink the orange Kool-Aid and point your Nikes up towards the sky. I hate to say it like that, but yeah, that's when it'll stop, when he makes you drink the orange Kool-Aid and tells you, put those toes up, point them north. Yeah, y'all a bunch of sick and twisted individuals.
And only a mentally disabled person could have allowed this to happen to our country. Anybody would know this. There's something wrong with Kamala. And I just don't know what it is, but there is definitely something missing. And you know what? Everybody knows it. She's
Nope.
a stupid person.
Whoa!
Stupid person.
Oh! Did I catch that? Did he just say what? No, he did not.
Everybody knows it. She's a stupid person. Stupid person. I don't care. I don't care.
Any Trump supporters think that's acceptable? Any Trump supporters out there think what he just said is acceptable? Oscar can't get in the box. Oscar can't get in the box. Mod straitjacket treatment for Oscar. Anybody think what Donald Trump is saying is acceptable? Get in the box. Electro hobbyist. Good morning. Electro hobbyist. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Do you hear me?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Do you hear me?
Yeah, are you? Yeah, I can hear you. Are you a Trump supporter?
I am Trump supporter.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
originally from in.
okay. I don't got time for anything else. Why is it acceptable for a grown man to call the vice president of the United States, which happens to be a woman, the S word? Are you going to answer my question?
Sorry.
Did you hear my question? See, there's a connection issue with you. I can't.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
just keep breaking up.
Yeah, are you on that MAGA Wi-Fi? I'm gonna have to drop you, electro hobbyist, because guess what? I'm not able to. I need quicker answers. I don't got time for the delay and the lag. I'm asking again: is there a Trump supporter that agrees with this statement that the former
She's a
president?
stupid person. Stupid person.
See,
I don't care. I don't care.
does anyone agree with that? See, that's CC policy aside. Does anyone agree with that? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Donald Trump. Oh, you think I should get over it? Think I should? Okay. Yeah. Send me a guest request. Anybody that believes what Donald Trump is saying is acceptable. Paul Ground, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Kamala Harris supporter. I guess I just got asked earlier.
But
So
are you a
I'm
Trump
gonna
supporter
sway.
though?
I'm
Are
gonna
you?
sway to I guess Trump then.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna tiptoe into admitting you're a Trump supporter?
Wow. I mean, I don't
Did you
feel
hear what he said? I Let me play it for you because I'm concerned at
he
this
just
point.
said he
She's a
was
stupid person.
Did you hear what he said?
Stupid person. I don't care.
Did you hear that?
he listen, he is fueling his supporters.
No. You're his supporter, and
I'm not
I'm
really
getting.
like a supporter per se. I got a question though. Like, how do I find out which the presidents like support the propositions in my area? Like, how do I find that out?
How old are you?
Oh, like I
No,
probably should know, but I don't. I mean, I guess I don't come from that background or have that
well,
opportunity to know.
there's a good saying. An evil and adulterous generation seeks for a sign, and none shall be given to them.
Oh, so you're not gonna tell me? It's all good. I'll figure
Because
it
I
out.
know what's in your heart.
What's in my heart?
Didn't I just say it? Evil and adulterous. You have. I'm asking you simple questions.
Right.
I really wanted to ask people who support Donald Trump why they think it's acceptable for him to use the S word when referring to the vice president who happens to be a woman.
Cause
And
he's trying to like show that he.
time out. That's
Oh,
the wrong answer.
I thought
That
she was asking a
Nope.
question.
You
You
should
gave
have
her a
said because you got it wrong. You should have said it's not acceptable, Zeus. Anything else is you making an excuse. And I know anybody that makes an excuse, you're a hypocrite. Because are you in a relationship?
Am I?
You
I
been
don't
in one
know.
before?
You said what?
You been in a relationship before?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Is it ever acceptable for your significant other to say that their partner, the person they're with, is an S word? Don't even get. How old are you?
I'm old. I'm trying to tell you. I'm well over 30.
Okay. So why does it take
Older
so
than
long
30.
to answer some of these questions? Because at a certain point, regardless of
You
politics,
know what? Because I feel like on here, I be so on guard because anything I'm saying is like so taken out of context that it's
well,
like I gotta like forethink what I say now because I've just been given vulnerable and genuine answers and I'm asking a question and you threw the book at me and called me an adulteress probably because I got like pole dancing on my page. I don't know. But it's like, dang, I mean, shoot.
I just asked, are you a Trump supporter?
And it's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not like like, yeah, Trump, but
And
it's a
so
lot of it's a lot of his stances that I seem to more agree than Kamala Harris. But I
you mean
wonder,
Kamala, you got to get the name right. But here's the thing,
oh, how do you
Paul,
pronounce it?
comma, like in punctuation, comma, la.
Comma.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to remember it. But here's the thing. I am looking for somebody with a little more conviction in terms of their support for Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Uh, on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of you being in the cult, you're more on the entry level side. And
Wow. Okay.
my advice to you is just run. You don't need to understand why, but you got to run because you're out here and you're embarrassing yourself. And I don't think you're ready to take on the full weight of being a Trump supporter, right? I think you've just been misled. So what I'm going to do, all right, I believe you really might be a great person underneath all of that you got going on right there. But unfortunately, you're possessed with the MAGA demon. And the truth is not in you. So what I'm going to do, Paul Ground, is I'm going to have to send you to the lake of fire. Any last words before I do that? And I'm being very nice because normally I get really animated and I do this, but you got to stop believing the lies Donald Trump is telling you. All right. And hopefully this lake of fire will help purge that MAGA demon out of your soul so we can get back to loving the real you. All right.
Okay, can I get a glass of ice water too?
Well, you can't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Pole Ground a little bit of ice water. Oh, it evaporated, but guess what? Unfortunately, you gotta go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her what she deserves. A huge round of booze and shade.
Silence, you MAGA Damon.
That's a distraction right there. Notice how when I'm playing Donald Trump, you get some of the strangest things happening because they don't want me to share with you who Donald Trump really is. But again,
Knows it. She's a stupid person. Stupid person.
see, I'm mad about that.
I don't care. I don't care. If they didn't cheat, I wouldn't even be here today. You know why? I wouldn't have to campaign. I'm here only because they cheat. And they cheat in this state, especially in Philadelphia. And I've mentioned a couple other areas, but for the most part, but Philadelphia is out of control. Detroit is out of control. Atlanta is out of control. Places are out of control. Out of control.
So what he's saying is black folks are out of control. Any black folks out there supporting Donald Trump, do you hear what he's saying? You are out of control. I know what he's doing. Yeah. No, that's exactly what he is doing. He's race baiting. Let me hear it too. Who is he saying out of control?
Places are out of control. Out of control. Because if there was no cheating, if God came down from a high and said, I am going to be your vote tabulator for this election, I would leave this podium right now because I wouldn't have to speak. We wouldn't have any problem. We have to have a landslide because they cheat so damn much.
Anybody believe this guy? I'm right. Donald Trump is wrong. All right, Tim? Tim.
Oh, you're wrong.
Tim.
You're wrong. You are wrong. You trying to make Donald Trump think it's a racist thing. It's not a racist thing, brother. You're the one who's racist.
Prove it.
You said it yourself. You said it yourself.
Where'd you come from?
You prove what you say because you don't do as you speak. You're full of it, dude. You are full of you and Kamala Harris too. You're full of it.
You done?
No, I'm not done.
You been drinking this morning? You been drinking this morning?
Let me tell you something, buddy. I don't drink. I don't do drugs.
Well, why?
What you
Well,
been doing? You been smoking crack this morning? Have you been smoking crack? Are you a crackhead, motherfucker?
ooh.
Yeah,
Now,
I said it. I said it.
now, what I'm gonna do? Cause see, this is a demon. What I've exposed to this demon is that his father, his daddy, is a racist. And so, what does this MAGA demon get in the box? He lets all the hatred out, all of the stereotypes out, all the bigotry. And we haven't even gotten to hello. Tim Croft is a deranged Trump supporter who can't stand the fact that I'm cooking his rear end on a Monday morning at 7 a.m. Let's go. Tim, you're getting cooked. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Don't worry. Tim is the exact person Donald Trump is talking about when he said this person is the S word. Tim sent Donald Trump all his money. Yeah, that's why Tim is upset. Tim probably doesn't know that Donald Trump doesn't care about him. But Tim, I know, would love to smell Donald Trump's dirty diaper. Tim, I'm going to unmute you and let's try this again. Tim Croft, are you done?
Am I done?
Notice what you no Tim. I got a secret to share with you. Can I share it with you real quick?
No, I don't do S words.
No. Can I share this
I don't
secret
do
with
S
you?
words. You make things racist. This ain't a racist trip.
Tim.
This ain't a racist trip.
I want to get something out. Tim, I want
got red blood.
Tim, I want to get something out in the open so you don't waste your time. I've talked to every Trump supporter on this app, and they've all used the same insults, the same derogatory terms that you could think of. Because your mind isn't really that advanced. So save it. Save it. Save it. You don't gotta listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
You're not a
You don't
genius, brother.
Tim, listen to what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to think of an insult no other MAGA demon before you has ever came up with. Okay,
I'm not
so
going to insult you.
okay then.
Listen,
So you want to walk
only
that
thing
back?
I'm saying is that
Do you want to walk that
Huh?
back? What you came up here and did? Do you want to apologize for that?
I apologize for my actions. I'm man
Thank
enough
you.
to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I
Thank
really
you.
do.
Yeah. That's a good step in the right direction, Tim.
Let me say this. From what I heard on here, the way you talked to that lady really got me mad. Okay?
What exactly? The lady before you?
Yes. Yes, she's a nice lady, and you treat her the way you did. You was wrong for that.
Give me an
You
example.
got
Of
to
what,
respect people as well. You have got to respect people as well as people's got to respect you.
is that applied to
did.
just Zeus, or does that apply to everybody?
That applies to everybody.
Okay, so why do you support a person that doesn't respect everybody? Didn't you hear the reason I brought her up?
Let me say.
I brought her up because she said, I accept. Did you hear what Donald Trump said about Kamala Harris? She's a S person. Did you hear him say that?
What
Let
does
me-
S stand for?
Okay,
What's
let me
the
play
S
it.
person?
Listen.
Okay.
I would leave this.
Hold on.
If God came, control places are out of control. Out of control. But Philadelphia's out. In Philadelphia,
Hold on.
you know why? I wouldn't have to campaign. I
Here you go.
don't. Stupid person.
You hear it?
What it is, but there is definitely something missing. And you know what? Everybody knows it. She's a stupid person. Stupid person.
You hear that?
I heard that.
So I told her, the previous guest, policy aside, why is it ever acceptable for a former president to say that about our vice president who just happens to be a woman? And you're going to get up here and tell me I mistreated the previous.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. That's not acceptable.
Okay.
He should represent the United States when he was president. So he should represent. He's supposed to be. So he should represent us. But I'm going to say this. I am
No,
going
no,
to say this.
no. So we're doing something right now. So he's clearly wrong. He's clearly wrong.
He shouldn't have said a lady stupid. No, he shouldn't have.
So why are you endorsing a guy that does stuff like that?
Well, because I feel like he's done more for us than any president I ever seen.
Now, Tim, you feel, but you don't. You know that's not true. And what did I tell you before about going off of feelings?
Let me ask you this. If if that lady, Kamala Harris,
Kamala.
whatever her name
No.
no, I don't know her name. I
Tim,
call
Tim.
her Kamala.
Don't-
I call her Kamala Harris. But
You see right there? See, Tim, I didn't ask you to do any additional thinking. Your thinking has gotten you to this point right now where I'm having to educate you. So I need you to say her name correctly, or I'm going to toss your special behind in the lake of fire like I did that previous guest. You're not special. I hit now unmute, Tim. You're not special.
neither are you.
I didn't ask you for your opinion. It's Kamala Harris. Are you intelligent enough to say that?
You're throwing your opinion on everybody else.
Tim,
I'm gonna throw my opinion back.
time out, Tim. Because I can't have a level 10 conversation with somebody that can't pronounce a name correctly. Because now I feel like we're talking to a person that's stuck on level 1, maybe level 0. So can you demonstrate that you are capable of learning for a quick second? I'm not laughing.
I am, because you're funny. Now, you gonna let me say what I want to say?
Are you going to show us that you can actually say someone's name correctly?
Kamala Harris. Is that how you pronounce it?
Kamala.
What's her
Think
name?
of you. Can you say comma like in the punctuation? Can you say comma that way?
Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Okay,
See, I
now-
think this is my thing. I really do think that in some of these cases, a lot of you Trump supporters might be very good people, right? But you're having a huge issue, which is when you let, and I call it the MAGA demon because that's exactly what it is. When you let the MAGA demon in the driver's seat of your faculties, you become just as disgusting as Donald Trump.
Yeah, I agree with you. I say
So
they
why-
are. I'm not gonna say one, but yeah.
You
And
what?
the reason I say as they are, and the reason I say that, let me explain. The reason I say that is that she's against what most Americans believe in. My rights to guns. I got my rights to guns. She wants to take me anyway, but that's a different story.
Tim, I'm gonna stop you right there. I've heard this woman, Vice President Harris, on multiple occasions, even during the debate, say completely the opposite of what you just said. She said her and Tim Walz are registered pew pew owners and that they are not trying to take away your pew pews. I got to keep it clean on TikTok. But she did talk about an assault weapons pew pew ban. She did say that.
You talk about semi-automatics or automatics.
Or whatever that's contributing to this unprecedented amount of pew pew violence that's occurring, especially in these schools where children are being unalived. I mean, think about how this looks to a person. Think about how this looks to a person that's not even religious. Think about how it looks.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
Okay, so what are you going to do to stop being careless and reckless with your rhetoric? Because think about all the harm this is causing.
Yeah, it causes
You,
a lot of harm.
when you Trump supporters go and repeat the lies that Donald Trump tells over and over and over, it's like a rat handing the poison over to the next rat. is sickening. And you know he is lying. You have a secondary device on you. Do you? Go look it up. Donald Trump lies over 30,000 times. This is during his first term in office. Do you think a leopard ever changes its spots?
No, I don't.
So you know what you're getting if you ever get this guy back in the White House again. Actually, it's going to be a lot worse because now he knows where the levers of power are. Why do you Trump supporters continue to act like you don't see who this man really is and subject the rest of the country and the rest of the world to his violent and abusive behavior and then profess to be Christians and patriots? Do you think we can't see the difference?
I see the difference in a lot of people nowadays.
Everything you've thought about Vice President Harris has been a lie so far since you and I have started talking. Every single thing. And yet you tell me you can see. You can't see that well, Tim. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to stop hanging out with these fake TikTok hosts, these liars on this app who continue to make you believe Donald Trump is the savior and that Biden and Harris are the ones doing the most harm to this country. Stay away from those people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you do not get out of this cult, you will end up in hell. I tell every Trump supporter, you know what? You're going to get supporting Donald Trump. You're going to get the ultimate MAGA reward. You know what that is? Jail. And if you don't get your soul right, hell, with a chapter 11 in between. Think about all the people who came before you, Tim, who supported Donald Trump. Where did they end up? Thank you, Alicia, for the guitar. Where did Rudy Giuliani end up? Where did Michael Cohen end up, Tim? Lev Parnas. Mike Pence. Where do all these people who've supported him? Why are over 40 people from his former cabinet saying this guy's dangerous? Where do all the people? Where did the so-called hostages end up? Did they end up in paradise?
Oh no.
So why would you, knowing that you're going to end up in a worse situation supporting this guy, why would you continue to hitch your wagon to him?
Well, I feel like we need somebody who's gonna stand strong for the United States. Even I know the guy's got a bad attitude. That I know for a fact. I didn't like Trump to start with, and then I realized the things that he has done to try to help, and I see nobody else is helping.
That's a sign. Do you think Trump is really strong? Or do you think it's Kamala Harris? And if I were to be objective with you, I would do.
If I went to war and I went to fight, which one I would want on my side to back me, Trump or Harris? I would have to say Trump because I know he's going to stand strong. He's going to fight for what he believes in. Harris, I don't really know too much of her. I know she's vice president, and I do know that if she says she's going to do the things that she says she's going to do, how come she haven't done it yet as vice president?
What do you consider strength? Does a person have to be mentally sharp, in your opinion? Because it's not just bronze. They say it's brains over bronze, right?
Well, you got to be sharp and you got to stand strong. I mean, you can't let these other countries come over and run over us. No.
Okay. What experience does Kamala Harris have on her resume? If you were to look at her resume, what are some of the positions she's held?
Well, she was an attorney.
She was attorney general. She was a DA, right? She's been a senator. She's been a vice president. You know what that shows? That shows somebody that's constantly moving up in their career, right?
Yeah. And
You don't
Trump is
move.
a
You
spoiled,
no no no
he's a
Tim
spoiled
Tim Tim
man.
Tim Tim Tim. You don't move up if you're not strong.
You're
Because
right. You're
I'm
right.
pretty sure she's ran across a lot of powerful individuals, a lot of strong men, and I'm pretty sure she has a lot of people who don't like her
Oh, don't
because of
get
the
me
work she
wrong.
had to do. Listen, because of the work she's had to do in those roles. But for her to still percolate to the top and now be a serious contender to be president of the United States, I don't think you got to be a rocket scientist to know this is no weak person you're dealing with Vice President Harris. And think about it. She's gotten this much support in a record amount of time because Biden dropped out, and in a record amount of time, she's closed the gap, and even in some cases, passed Donald Trump when it comes to support. She's definitely passing him in fundraising, engagement on social media. So this is not a weak person. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who's very intelligent. As far as I'm concerned, her intelligence is superior, way beyond what Donald Trump is capable of having, what he's capable of dealing with. Donald Trump can't outthink her. That's why he's struggling right now. You get what I'm saying? Every attack he's launched at her, she's flipped it on him. Think about this. Now, Tim, I got to ask you. You know why Trump was impeached, right?
Yep.
Why?
I really don't know. You tell me.
Every
I'm learning.
every Trump supporter comes up here. They have no clue why Donald Trump was impeached. But they got all the hate for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Do you see the issue? Your eyes are open according to you. You're paying attention. How did you let 4 years of Trump pass you and you not know about why he was impeached? The first reason is he was withholding the aid from Ukraine. Remember that whole thing with Zelensky, President Zelensky?
Yeah.
And he didn't. Why did he withhold the aid, Tim?
Your guess good as mine.
Because he wanted him to give him dirt on Joe Biden and his son Hunter so he could win the election. That'll get you impeached. That's not putting America first. That's putting Trump first. Why did he get impeached a second time, Tim?
Go on.
Huh?
I said, go on. Tell me some more. I'm learning as we're going.
January 6th, when he tried to end democracy as we know it. Whatever happened to all those Mark Meadow characters, John Eastman, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis? What happened to those people who helped him engineer it? Oh, they lost their law license. They've been indicted. Crimes.
Prison.
Yeah, some of his hostages went there. So he has 2 impeachments. You know he's been convicted, correct?
Twice, wasn't it?
Well, he's been found liable for a few things, but he's only got 1 conviction. He's been indicted 4 times total. Convicted for 34 felonies as it relates to falsifying business records and what we call election interference when he was running against Hillary Clinton. Isn't it funny that this is the person that you're supporting? He has a hard on when it comes to criminals, especially when they're coming through the border. But yet, he's the poster child of what a criminal is in the United States. Tim, it makes absolutely no sense that you're supporting this man.
Might not be much longer.
What will it take for you to get out of the cult? Because, see, as quiet as it is kept, I'm not up here to just bash Trump supporters. I really do believe there are people that can be reached that need to get out of the cult. But it's going to require a lot of tough conversations, some of this shock and awe treatment that I've been cooking up for you. It's going to require that, maybe a little bit more. Because a hard head makes for a soft you-know-what.
Right, let me say this. Let me go ahead and say this. Again, I'm going to apologize for the comments I made and the things I said to you. I take all that back, and I hope you accept my apology.
I'll deal with that later. But actions speak louder than words. The reason you did that, Tim, is because you've been worshiping Donald Trump, and in MAGA world, in the cult, that behavior is acceptable.
No, that hate
No,
is
no, no,
not.
no, no. Trust me. I've been in a lot of
That's
lives.
not me. I'm not that
I know, but
person.
but Tim, I've been on a lot of lives on this app. On the right, what you did, it totally acceptable. They'll pat you on the back and say, "Great job, Tim." That's what they'll do on the right. And you know why they do that? Because their leader does that. But actions speak louder than words, Tim. You really want to apologize? You're going to have to get out of the cult. You ready to get out of the cult?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
You're ready to get out of the cult. This is what I like to see right
I
here.
think I need to study.
Huh?
I think I need to study more about Miss Harris. I think I need to study a little more about Miss Harris and really get to try to. I know not know her personally, but know her. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely. Absolutely. And really check your biases. Does she really seem like a weak person? Yes or no? Most likely not. Why am I really upset with her? Oh, because I'm listening to everything
no,
Donald
she
Trump.
seems like a nice, decent woman, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's the real Tim. That's the real Tim looking at her objectively without Donald Trump in his ear. And you're on the right path with that mindset. All right, Tim?
Yep.
I'm going to spare you the lake of fire this morning. You were close. You were close. But you're one of the rare people on this app that I've ran into that was able to see it and go, oh, that's not for me, Zeus. W Tim in the chat. Yes, put W Tim in the chat. And on the meantime, Tim, I'm going to move on to our next guest. All right. And I hope that you really do the work.
Hey, I apologize, man. Thank you.
When I run into you
I'm going to
again,
open
Tim.
my eyes.
Yeah. When I run into you again, Tim, I'm going to make sure you've done the work. All right. So I'm going to give you a nice follow as well. And I will be looking at your profile. And if I think you're pulling my leg, Tim, it's going to be a nasty and a tough conversation on this app, Mr. Tim Croft. You got it? Because accountability, I'm very big on accountability. All right. Now I'm going to move on to the next guest, Tim. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Any last words, Tim? Any last words? Go ahead. Have the last word.
Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Tim. All right. All right. Yeah, I didn't expect that, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect that. I thought we had the bazookas out, we had the cannons, we had the F-16, we had everything ready for you, but you said, I don't want it, all right? All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, guess what we must continue to do? Any Trump supporters out there, all right? Any Trump supporters out there that think Tim made a terrible decision, perhaps, and you think I'm up here lying and making things up, any Trump supporters, put a 1 in the chat. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm exposing who Donald Trump is to every single Trump supporter. I could convince you, Dan. I could convince you, Dan. Easy, Dan. Dan. Again, I know where you get your information from.
I don't care.
I know where you get it from.
If they didn't cheat, I wouldn't even be here today. You know why? I wouldn't have to campaign. I'm here only because they cheat. And they cheat in this state, especially in Philadelphia. And I've mentioned a couple other areas, but for the most part, but Philadelphia.
Somebody said, let me in. Are you, who is this? I'm trying to do God's work this morning. Yes, y'all can see, ladies and gentlemen. Melody Country Music. Good morning.
Hey, darling.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you a Trump supporter?
Okay, so I am not a Trump supporter nor a Harris supporter.
Well, why did you want to come up?
Liberal.
Why did you want to come up?
I do have some questions. I've been waiting over an hour to get in here. Sent you some gifts.
Oh, well, thank you for the support. I didn't know you did that. Okay, what question?
So with the political stuff, you know, Harris, I don't like saying her first name because I butcher it, and then you're going to send me in the lake of fire, and I don't want to burn in hell.
Well, I'm listening to you, but we got to be quick because I got to make sure I'm on message. But I'll try to answer your question. If
Right.
You don't.
Okay. So she's promising all these future things, and as a vice president and Biden, Democrats, why haven't they already done that? What in the last 3.5 years? Don't roll back. Don't fall out of your chair, darling. I'm just asking a legit question. And then all the have you looked at the news?
Melody, nice try. You're a Trump supporter.
No, I'm asking.
That question, you know where it comes from. Donald Trump.
No, it don't. If I'm going to vote for Harris, I need to know why she hasn't already done what she said. Why hasn't she kept the wall up?
Can I ask a question? Who did you vote for in 2016?
I didn't vote for a damn person.
Oh.
I don't believe in politicals. I think they're all crookeds.
2020.
Nope. Didn't vote for nobody.
Well,
Because
why?
I think they're all crooked.
Well, then why vote this time?
I didn't say I was, did I?
Oh,
I just
listen.
come in. I wanted some questions.
Okay, well, how about this? I'm gonna answer those questions, but I'm gonna have to bring up the next guest, all right? And hopefully I get to that question.
You can't answer them. That's why.
No, that's not why.
And where's Harrison and Biden with all the floods and resources? They're sending all the money and troops overseas.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up.
Nobody don't side with your ass. You want to send us to the lake of fire. No, it's the truth.
So now the demon comes out.
It's the truth. I asked you questions you can't answer.
No. It's the demon.
No.
You're possessed.
No.
Demon.
Well, I might be.
Yeah, that's why you're doing that nervous laugh. You
No,
think I couldn't figure that out?
Questions and answers, but you can't answer them.
Because, like I told the previous guest, an evil and adulterous generation seeks after a sign, but none shall be given, Miss Melody. Because guess what you've done? You've gotten up here and you started off with a lie. You're no better than Donald Trump.
I asked you a question.
You're a secret.
She can promise this stuff in the future. Why haven't she already
Melody,
done it?
Melody, you don't vote. You don't vote. This is an A and B conversation, and you need to see your way out of it.
Well,
stay out of grown folks' business
now, because you don't know anything. You won't answer anybody's questions. What is she going to do that she hasn't done in 3 years?
So
And
now she admits. She admits
flying over trying to help family members that are lost in these floods. Where's the army? You know where our army is? They're freaking overseas. That's where they're at.
So Melody, I want to make sure you and I understand how things work in this country. If you go to FEMA.gov, and this is for anybody that's been impacted by the hurricane, Helene, or anyone that knows someone. If you go to FEMA.gov, all right, there's major disaster declarations for Florida, North Carolina, Vermont, and Georgia. And you can go on there and apply for assistance. All right, they're going to have to review your situation. And listen to what
army coming in, getting them people out.
That's part of assistance. The second thing is you got to make sure you check with your insurance, because FEMA's not going to cover what your insurance covers. So what Donald Trump and folks like Melody are doing is they're trying to give you the impression that you can't get the help you need from the federal government. What they're not doing is, hey, go here to get the help. You notice that? They would rather be talking about an issue than to actually help you solve an issue, just like Donald Trump at the border. So, Melody, you want to unmute and apologize? Because not one time have you came up here and offered any help to the people who've been impacted. All you've done is cried and lied. You've just cried and lied.
I don't cry.
You don't. Melody, you cried.
All I asked is, what is she going to do?
That's the crying.
For the next 4 years.
That's the crying, Melody. I
No,
just
it's
told
not.
you, why haven't you come up here and said, hey, go to FEMA.gov? Why didn't you do that? Why'd you let a Democrat like me do it? Because you didn't
I'm
know.
proud of you. I'm glad you put that again. I need to know
No,
what
no,
she's
no,
going to
because
do
you
for
don't
us.
know. You don't know.
What
And
is
she
she
just,
going to do for us that she couldn't do in the last 3 years?
did you hear her speeches?
Come on, Zeus.
Did you hear
Be
her
real.
speeches? Did you hear her speeches? She
Oh,
said,
yeah.
her and President Biden said they're going to stand there with every American through all of this. And whatever support and assistance is needed, they're going to provide it. She said
I'm talking about the next
she
3
spoke to the
years, the
director
next
of
4 years.
FEMA, and there's over 3,300 federal employees assigned to
Okay,
helping
that's fine.
these regions.
I'm happy for her.
So,
Do
no,
you know
but
that
no, no,
her
no, no, no,
father's
no,
a
no.
communist?
Melody, I need you to apologize because
Okay, no.
I can't have you up here lying about.
I don't have no reason, Paul. I need
You
to know
just
what
gotta.
she's going to do
No,
in the 4 years that she hasn't already done.
Melody, I'm going to have to mute you before we move on to the next topic. If you lie about things on this app, we have a responsibility to get it right before we move on to the next topic. Like I said, everyone, if you need help with the hurricane, looks like Melody couldn't handle the truth. See, all I'm doing is giving them facts. All I'm doing is helping them understand they've been lied to. And when I do that, they all of a sudden got a problem. I don't like you, Zeus. Well, guess what, Melody? I'm not going to let those lies that you tell run around on my platform. Absolutely not. We will stop them in their tracks, all right? But I will help you get rid of that MAGA demon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and cook Melody, all right? Let's go ahead and cook her. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Melody straight to the lake of fire. Let's give her a round of applause and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation, you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for tapping the screen, sharing the live, and sending love. Yeah. So if you need help, again, go to FEMA.gov. Don't listen to Melody or any other Trump supporter because they've been programmed and they've been lied to. Richie, you think I'm a typical liberal? Come on up here, Richie, real quick. Come on up here, Richie. Come on up here and talk to Big Zeus. You know what they say about me? I'm probably one of the most dangerous content creators you'll run across on this app because you never see it coming when I do it to you. They don't even see it coming. I got Zeus. Figure it out. This is what they say. They go and they watch my videos, right? And they think they got me all figured out. Oh, he's a hip hop artist. Yeah, you're a hip hop artist. I got him. And then they get in the box and they get put in a nasty blender with me. And whoa, where did all of this? It's because you Trump supporters aren't that intelligent, especially when you let the MAGA demon do all the thinking. Every MAGA accusation, honestly, is truly a MAGA confession. It dawned on me over the weekend. I said, here we have a candidate running for office obsessed with criminals. Donald Trump is obsessed with criminals, right? And what does he do? He talks about it all day long, but he keeps forgetting he's the biggest criminal in the country, in the world. Sick. It's sick stuff.
Out of control. Detroit is out of control. Atlanta is out of control. Places are out of control. Out of control. Because if there was no cheating, if God came down from a high,
this is him,
and said, I am going to be your vote tabulator for this election, I would leave this podium right now because I wouldn't have to speak. We wouldn't have any problem. We have to have a landslide.
Elaine, this is who you get your information from?
Much.
Elaine, this is who you get your information from?
If we win and when we win, we're going to prosecute people that cheat on this election.
He's talking about himself.
And if we can, we'll go back to the last one too, if we're allowed. But we're going to prosecute people, so at least they know that's going to happen.
You know, these are smart people. They're not so stupid. but they have to be taught. Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge, Congressman Kelly, put him in charge for one day. Mike, would you say, he's right here, he's a great congressman. Would you say, Mike, that if you were in charge, you would say, oh, please, don't touch them, let them rob your store. All these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent, the city doesn't have, it's a chain of events. It's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately. You know, it'll end immediately.
Wow.
The majority of the school cannot speak English. In Ohio, Springfield, they can't speak English.
Wow.
They're taking over the schools. There's nobody that can speak English. And the mayor's looking for interpreters. Isn't that wonderful?
Wow.
How can this happen? Remember, there's a hat that's made that sells like crazy. Oh, there's a fly. Oh, I wonder where the fly came from.
His dirty diaper.
See, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a fly up here. You're changing rapidly, but we can't take it any longer.
2 years ago, I would.
So that's just Donald Trump over the weekend. He stinks so bad that the flies are hovering around him. She ain't gonna do. Okay, Truth Seeker. Truth Seeker can't even get in the box because Truth Seeker doesn't have the ability to go live. Does anyone put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you believe Donald Trump is the best thing for this country since sliced bread? Because we just listened to what Donald Trump was talking about this weekend. Flies. Let's hear the fly part again. Keep in mind, he doesn't understand that the fly is around him because of his smelly diaper.
See, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a fly up here. Oh, I wonder where the fly came from.
Thank you, Rick.
See, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a fly up here. You're changing rapidly, but we can't take it any longer.
2 years ago, I would not have had a fly up here. But
thank you, Rick, for the galaxy. Miss Erica, you want to come up in the box and profess your love for Donald Trump? Come on up here. We don't got all morning. Ohad, good morning.
It's only the truth that 2 years ago, flies didn't exist.
Wait a second. What was that?
I'm saying, like, it's
Thank you, Shay. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
You're voting for Donald Trump?
I cannot vote, but I'm absolutely support the guy.
Oh, you cannot vote. I can't talk to you then, sir. I can't talk to you. See, the MAGA demon knows no limits. The MAGA demon is just, I'm here, do what you want with me, steamroll me, Zeus. No, I don't want to talk to you. You can't vote if you're not participating in the election, all right? Put a real 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to vote for Donald Trump. I got to make this simpler. Put a 1 in the chat if you're voting for Donald Trump, all right? Because I don't understand why. Look at all these lovely people. Oh, Dan Brown, you want to come up here and talk to Big Zeus and get converted? Come on up here, Dan Brown. All right, because meanwhile, Vice President Harris, we saw her yesterday in Las Vegas addressing real serious issues, right? She was addressing serious issues yesterday in Las Vegas.
Good evening, Nevada!
Put Dan Brown in the straitjacket, mods, please. The crowd, this is Kamala Harris yesterday, fresh off of a border visit, cooking Donald Trump. Listen to the enthusiasm in the crowd. You hear this, MAGA? They don't want to come up and explain this, but we gonna listen to this. Come on up into this. Get him, Kamala, let's go. This is real support.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, it is so wonderful to be back in Nevada. Thank you all.
You hear that?
Heritage Month to everyone.
This is real support.
Thank you all. It's good to be back, and I want to thank everyone for all that you do. I know we have some extraordinary elected leaders here, and I want to thank them for their incredible work and friendship. It is good to be with all the leaders who are here, including Representative Susie Lee, who's
Asian
here.
mother, you don't have enough.
Stephen Horsford.
But here's the part I wanted to hear.
The great general, the Carolinas and other impact. Thank you all for sending your best wishes.
There you go.
We are the underdog. We are the underdog, and we have some hard work ahead. But here's the thing, we like hard work.
Amen.
Hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. And with your help, we will win in November.
This makes my morning, honestly. This is, we're gonna have 4 years of this.
We will win.
4 years of this. This is yesterday in Las Vegas.
And here's why.
Late at night.
And here's why. Because we here know that this election is about two very different visions for our nation.
Amen. 8 years,
And
you're
the
right.
contrast, I think, was quite clear in our debate. Did y'all see the debate?
Did we see the debate? Yes, we saw you steamroll Donald Trump. Let's go.
And in 2 days, I know we will cheer on Coach Walls when he debates J.D. Vance.
Woo!
Yeah.
Do you Trump supporters hear and see this?
But listen, also,
This is
their
the border
debate should
czar.
not be the last word. I'm trying to debate Donald Trump again, and I think he should debate again.
Yes, sir. Thank you
The
for the
American
jellyfish.
people have a right to hear us discuss the issues.
Wait. This is my favorite
And as
part.
you
This is my
say,
favorite part. She said she
on
wants to
Coach
debate Donald
Walls
Trump
when he
again.
debates J.D. Vance. Yeah.
Come on.
But listen, also, their debate should not be the last word. I'm trying to debate Donald Trump again, and I think he should debate again. The American people have a right to hear us discuss the issues. And as you say here in Las Vegas, I'm all in. I'm all in.
We all in, Donald. Come get some, Donald. Why you
Even if my
scared?
opponent is ready to fold. So there you go.
He's ready to fold.
But you will remember in our first debate, I talked about issues like bringing down the cost of living,
Amen.
investing in small businesses,
Amen.
protecting reproductive freedom,
Amen.
and keeping our nation secure. But from Donald Trump, well, it was the same old tired playbook.
Yep.
Same old tired playbook.
Same tired playbook.
With no plan on how he would address the needs of the American people.
Good morning. I mean, isn't it so lovely listening to a sane person? Oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck up. Shut your retarded ass yo child molesting ass up, bitch.
Ooh. Oh. So, come on. What is this? I am Lamia Carter 969. 69 means I'm nasty. I'm nasty. So, what we like to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we want to cook this demon. Should we cook this demon right here? Lamia, let's go, Lamia. Woo! I'm looking at I am the Carter 969. I'm looking at your profile. Oh my God. Music artist at Lion Records, free agent. All right, let's start there. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Lamika, won't you come up here? Hit unmute. Hit unmute. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Hit unmute. Hit unmute. Because Oh, you thought you was coming up here and snapping on Reggie. Well, now it's time for me to karate-size your behind. Yeah, I'm on your timeline. I'm on your type of time. I'm over here looking at it, and I said, tell me you need help without saying you need help because I'm over here and I say, oh my God, this is looking desolate. Oh my, see, I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do this because then they say, Zeus, you're wrong. You shouldn't attack black. Should I attack black? Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone because I gotta act like I've been raised. All right, I got a mama and a daddy that care about me. I can't attack black on TikTok. But here's the deal, Lamika. Lamika, you is dead wrong. All right, you're dead wrong. See. Lion Records. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm definitely gonna go through your profiles. You can try to block me. Don't worry. I got multiple ways of getting to you. All right. And I'm about to have to expose you. I got to expose you, but I got to make sure I do my homework. All right. Because I want to look at, I'm going to listen to the music. All right. I see the desperation in her face. Oh my God. And it looks like you might be on something. Lamika, is you on that stuff? Why'd you drop out of the box? You look like you could be on that stuff. Let me see. Let me hit play on some of this. Let me see. Can yo BA stop writing me? B, I'm not a Democrat. HO, I'm Republican. Ooh, you got a foul mouth. You up here in the uniform? Is this you a cop? Is you acting like a security guard? Is this what? Ooh-wee. Is you security or is you really working for them folks? See, I got questions. I don't see a badge. I see a walkie-talkie though. See, I am. Oh, listen, I gotta stop. See, ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there on the up and up. I don't know why. Well, you know what? You could be a Republican, all right? So what we going to do to Lamika, all right, ladies and gentlemen, because she's clearly possessed with the MAGA demon. She got a foul mouth. Foul. One of the nastiest mouths I've ever seen. And the fact that she's a woman and a woman of color, it's an embarrassment. Because I know somewhere you was told the truth, but you chose to do the wrong thing. And you're out there living a life of crime, perhaps, a life of sin, perhaps, and your biggest goal now is to smell Donald Trump's dirty diaper. You want to be right where the flies are. You want to do exactly what the flies do to his diaper. You're sick. Get help. BetterHelp.com. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Lamika straight to the lake of fire. Let's give her a huge round of booze and shame, but let's warm it up first. We're going to warm it up for you, Lamika, because you like it hot. And do your little dance you're doing in your videos as you get ready to get tossed into the lake of fire, all right? Do the dance, all right? Put the wig on, too, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in sending Lamika straight to the lake of fire. Let's give her a round of booze and shame. A little dance.
Silence!
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation: you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Don't call me, though. Don't call me. Whatever corner you came out of, stay there. And right, but really, get off of that stuff. I saw it in your eyes. You're on that stuff, and it ain't even the good stuff. It ain't even the good stuff. And you know how I know it's not the good stuff, Lamika? You want to know how I know? Because if you were on the good stuff, you would have at least look at the camera before you posted the videos and said, that doesn't look so good, Zeus. That doesn't look good. I look crazy out here. You would have taken it down before you posted it, all right?
Well, folks, it's time to turn the page.
We're back. Don't worry.
Turn the page.
Time to turn the page,
America
Lamika.
is ready to chart a new way forward.
Lamika is you. Thank you, Rick.
For a new and optimistic generation of leadership. Which is why Democrats, Republicans, and Independents are supporting our campaign. Because we know we need a president who works for all the American people. Enough of the division.
You hear this? Lamika. Lamika. I want to call you Lamika, all right?
Together.
You don't care. You like it like that.
And you all know from my entire career, I've only had one client, the people.
Amen. Now,
from being a young prosecutor in Oakland, I stood up for women and children against prejudice.
Shout out to Oakland.
Attorney General of California, I took on the big banks.
Let's get on her prosecuting Donald Trump for the border issue.
$20 billion for
let's get on.
We will take on the issue of immigration.
Here we go. Shout out to Oakland.
Including our dreamers. And I was Attorney General of a border state. I prosecuted transnational criminal organizations who traffic in guns, drugs, and human beings. And as president, I will double the resources for the Department of Justice to go after those transnational cartels and take action to stop the flow of fentanyl coming into our country, which is destroying entire communities.
You hear this, Lamika? You hear what she's saying?
These are serious problems. And we know Donald Trump won't solve them.
Here we go. This is my favorite part. Get him.
When he was president, he did nothing to fix our immigration system.
Nothing.
And earlier this year, we had a chance to pass the toughest bipartisan border security bill in decades. And Donald Trump tanked the bill because he thought that bill, if passed, would have hurt him, and he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
You hear that, Lamika? You prefer to be a problem instead of fixing it, and you're just like every single Trump supporter that came before you. Y'all are some sick and twisted people. And Kamala, she exposes it. She exposes it just like I do, and like everybody else on this app who day in and day out get on this app and crushes you. All right? Someone said, let's debate, level up. Come on up here then. You want to talk to Big Zeus? Come on up here. Level up, level up. I mean, I would love to have an honest conversation with a Trump supporter about the facts. I would love to. But here's the thing. Every time we start having a conversation about the facts, you start pivoting, you start showing your rear end, you start lying. And we don't have any room for that right now. Good morning, Mr. Level Up.
So I think you got something twisted.
Are you a Trump supporter? Because
hell no. I'm saying let's debate with a Trump supporter. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta move on, brother. But listen, it was a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Level Up. I gotta move on, seriously. All right. Yeah, they don't want to debate. Here's the thing. They've heard about Zeus, and they know when they get in the box. Sambo says, I wouldn't give you a minute of my time. Sambo, come up in the box. Come up in the box, Sambo. Or otherwise, I'll tell my moderators. Do what you wish to Sambo. The Sambo individual, I don't know if it's who it is. Apparently, you just don't need to type anything then, right? If you don't want to have the conversation, you belong in a straitjacket. Simple as that, right? I agree. He spent a minute typing that, right? All right. So are there any Trump supporters out there left? Thank you. Peace and locks. Goodbye, Sambo. You must have really made Peace and Locks mad because she got you. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you have a problem with Kamala Harris.
That's the kind of president we want. As president, he cruelly separated families and plans to do it again.
He sure does.
And he continues to fan the flames of fear and division. Look, we need a president who cares more about solving problems than playing political games and demeaning people full time. We're tired of that. We're done with that.
Good morning, Earlys Brown.
Hello, sir.
You a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Kamala supporter.
How am I supposed to read that? How should I read that, what you just said?
That means I'm from the country. I ain't for no political party. But
Are you
I'm
voting?
not for her.
Are you voting?
Yes, and I'm going to vote for Trump this time. I didn't vote for him last time. Matter of fact, my whole time, I didn't vote for Democrats. I'm not doing it this year though.
Okay, all right. So here's how this works. All right, if you're voting for Trump, you're a Trump supporter.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it doesn't. Because
it does.
If I didn't vote for him last time, that means I wasn't. Right?
No, that logic doesn't track.
No. Just because I vote, I'm not.
What's all that noise?
I'm not.
You got me on another device back there or something?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I see. That's me. All right, hold on. That was me. All right, come on now. All right, come on. All right. That was me. That was my bad. Come on back. Hit unmute. I had to double check that. Early Brown, hit unmute. Early Brown, hit unmute. All right, now what were you saying? My bad. That was on Zeus.
What I'm saying is I'm an American, but I disagree with you though. So we could debate if I disagree with you.
Well, we can have the conversation as long as you promise to be honest. And
you ain't nobody to lie to.
It's not really about lying to me, right? It's really about will you tell the truth?
The truth. If you're not telling the truth, that means you lying.
Yeah, but you're lying to yourself.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Because this is the thing. If you say something that's actually true, bro, you could probably convince me to vote for her. I'm not totally against her, but I don't see her being the next president, bro.
Think about what you just said, though. I get what you said, but I just need to know how your mind works. Your mind is sharp, right? You wouldn't do anything to put yourself in a bad situation if you knew it was going to be a bad situation, correct?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, all right. So you were here when Trump was the president the first time.
Yes, it was a lovely 4 years.
How did it end?
In COVID, the way the whole world ended in COVID, you can't blame him for COVID.
Okay, so let's have this conversation. We got to talk facts. Did Donald Trump get impeached?
And what that make? Yes.
Is an impeachment a good thing or a bad?
Did Bill Clinton get impeached? That don't mean that I voted for him twice.
Right. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? And we're not talking about anyone except for Vice President Harris or Donald Trump. I appreciate your ability to actually think beyond them. But for the sake of this discussion, and we only got a little bit of time. Mister.
I'm gonna let you know how I feel.
No. But you're not.
About him
Listen.
being a peach. I don't care about him grabbing bitches by the pussy.
Wait. Now you don't. We can't talk like that. We can't talk like that. We don't use profanity on the show. All right. I get it. You don't care, but I do. So I need you to act like you got some common sense this morning. It's too early in the morning to get down like that. Now hit unmute.
I don't care about her lying. I don't care about him lying.
Okay, but you know what you're doing.
All I care about is them doing their job and helping out the American people. That's
but I need you to understand this ain't about you. If the world was
this is about the American people.
No. Okay. So when
you were finna say no, it is not about the American people.
No, I was about to say it's not about you. I didn't ask you.
It's never been about me. I'm black, bro.
Okay. So I'm asking simple questions. Was Donald Trump impeached?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Because they wanted to impeach him.
So you don't even know the reasons he was impeached?
I don't care about the reasons.
I didn't ask you because it's clear to me you're out to lunch. I get it. You about that life.
Okay.
You about that life. Listen, you about that life. And when people do whatever, it don't bother you. Like you said, as long as they do what they need to do. I get that about you.
They supposed to do.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you, if you believed that, then you got to help me understand how it lines up with your logic. Was he impeached? And the answer was yes.
This is my thing.
No. I need you to.
What has Kamala Harris done for black people?
Can you stay on topic? Because you said as long as they do what they.
We're talking about Kamala Harris.
No,
that's topic. No, see what you want to do is you want to control it. You want to click.
I'm gonna hit that mute. Unless you can control yourself, young man. You said as long as they do what they're supposed to do. So my response is okay. Well, if he did what he's supposed to do, then why did he get impeached the first time? Because he was supposed to give the aid to Ukraine, but he chose not to because he wanted them to give him dirt on Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden. All right. So he didn't do what he was supposed to do. And that's why he got impeached. So come on back, Mr. Brown, and tell me how that makes sense.
All of them do criminal stuff. I don't care about that.
No. But he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Ain't none of them good. Ain't none of them.
Sir,
but
I didn't ask you about good. I didn't ask you about good and evil. You just said if long as they do what they supposed to do. I gave you
What did he do to harm the American people as president?
He got impeached the first time for not following America.
What did he do? Not what happened. What did he do?
Did you hear what I just said?
What did he do?
Are you huffing and puffing and gonna listen?
I'm listening. What did he do?
You got a secondary device?
No, I don't.
What? Because either you're gonna listen
in a room with no other devices, nothing. It's nothing playing in the background, nothing.
Yeah, but you're not listening.
You're not listening to me. I'm listening to you.
Well, then let's how that go. So he didn't do what he was supposed to do with that aid, which was give it to Ukraine. All right. So he went against the United States government and did something for himself. All right. And he got caught. And that's why he was impeached the first time. Add that to your little knowledge bank that you claim you got over there somewhere. Mr. I don't care. Now, the second time he gets impeached, what was it for? Oh, January 6th. He was supposed to concede to Joe Biden and say, great campaign, you won. My administration will engage in a peaceful transfer of power with your incoming administration to help make sure we keep the American country safe and secure. Oh, well, just like that. A MAGA demon just got cooked. He cooked himself. He's incapable of hearing truth. Dwells in darkness, just like Lamika. Y'all some wild individuals this morning. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and cue it up for you as well, Mr. Brown. Go out there and actually learn. Stop running your mouth when people are trying to teach you, and just learn. I ain't trying to harm you by giving you information. I'm actually trying to help you. It's like me throwing you a life jacket when I know you're drowning, and you're throwing it back saying you don't need it. Well, you want to drown and go out the long way? Go for it. Let's go ahead and heat up the lake of fire, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Brown. And we're going to throw Lamika in there with her blue hair and her wig. All right, let's go ahead and throw them both in there again. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving them a round of boos and shades.
Silence, you MAGA demon. Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation, you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right. So Trump supporters are having a hard time this morning, ladies and gentlemen, processing reality. And this has been another exercise. For the most part, I've just been playing Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and they have shown what's really going on inside of them. A lot of them are very angry. A lot of them, we had one person come up here and actually use his mind and use his soul and say, you know what, Zeus, you have a point. But when they really objectively listen to these two candidates, it's not hard to see who's the best and who's the worst. Donald Trump brings the worst out of every single person that supports him. I'm going to do it one last time, and then I got to open up the box. I'm going to do it one last time. Are there any Trump supporters out there that are willing to come up here and explain why they are still supporting Donald Trump despite all of the evidence? Because if you say you don't know, we're going to make sure you know. All right? We're going to make sure you know. And when you do it, when we give you the information, none of that, I don't want to deal with you crashing out, showing me how belligerent and toxic you can be. I don't got time for that. Because we really should be charging you. We really should be charging every single Trump supporter for giving them this education and putting up with their nonsense. This is some sick stuff they've got going on. Trump 2024. All right, let's see if this knucklehead wants to get in the box. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. And you know Donald Trump is as we say he is, and you're still going to support him. Because Kamala Harris, she got him figured out. This is why Donald Trump doesn't want to debate. Yeah, that's Kamala Harris at the border doing God's work, ladies and gentlemen. That's Kamala Harris at the border doing God's work. Brittany, you cannot get in the box. I need a solid MAGA, a solid Trump supporter to get in the box and explain why they are supporting such a vile human being. Austin,
what's up, bro?
You're a Trump supporter?
Kinda.
Well, either you're hot or you're not. Either you are or you're not.
Yeah, I'm not voting for Harris. How about that?
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, sir.
Then you're a Trump supporter.
Yes, sir.
Why all of a sudden are people so embarrassed to admit they're Trump supporters? What do you think is going on?
It's not even being embarrassed, bro. I've just never voted in my life. I just feel like now's the time for me to vote.
How old are you?
31.
31? Okay. Okay. So
I'm
you
in
should.
Kentucky too, if that matters.
Okay. Shout out to Kentucky. All right. Shout out to Kentucky. I ain't got no problem with Kentucky. I don't got no problem. My grandfather's from Kentucky, actually. Well, he was.
It's a good spot.
Yeah. He lives in the Wingo part of it. I don't know if you know where Wingo is, but
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Yeah. So, I mean, why would you, knowing all you know about Donald Trump, support him and then try to say that Kamala Harris is a terrible person?
Well, I've never said she's a terrible person. There's good and bad in everybody. Like you just said, some people bring out the worst in others. So
do you think Donald Trump supporters bring, do you think Trump brings the worst out of people?
No, I mean, it hasn't really, besides him getting shot at, nobody in his, the rallies, nobody's done any crazy shit at the rallies.
Wait, we don't curse, and you got to say pew pew and stuff like that. Remember,
my bad.
Well, the reason that I say that is a lot of times I say, if you support Donald Trump, you're going to get the ultimate MAGA reward, which is jail. And if you don't get your soul right, hell with a chapter 11 in between. Right. And there have been many people in Trump's orbit that have gotten that. Right. I talk about Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, Mark Meadows. Who else is out there? Jenna Ellis. You know who these characters are. Right. Right. They end up worse off than they were before their relationship began with Donald Trump. And when you look at Donald Trump, you can kind of see why that's happening, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why attach your why hitch your wagon to this guy?
Well, honestly, I've really got on here because I got a question for you about something that I've seen, and I see you on here like backing her, and I just want to know if you've heard this. The Heritage Foundation, the ones that wrote Project 2025, did you see that they just endorsed her? I don't know if that means anything.
No, I don't know anything about that. As far as I'm concerned, that's irrelevant to what I'm even discussing. No, I don't like conspiracies. I don't like those things like that where I don't know what the heck you're talking about. And I've been keeping up with a lot of conspiracies. I've never heard that one. I've never heard that one. All right, but let's just say
they just backed her today.
Okay, great. All right, and Kamala has nothing to do with that. They actually do.
I didn't say she did, bro.
Okay. So then it's irrelevant. All right.
No, I'm talking. But if Trump was in Project 2025,
he is.
Wouldn't they have backed him and not Harris?
I don't know.
Trump did not. If I was writing about somebody, I'd probably back the person that's trying to be president.
I think whatever they got to do to cause confusion about it is what they're going to do, and that sounds more like what they might be trying to do. But I want you to explain to me why you have a problem supporting Kamala Harris between her and Donald Trump as president. It just doesn't make any sense to a person like me. He's been impeached twice, correct?
Once.
Twice.
Once.
No. It's twice.
Okay. regardless, he's still running. That's our choice. That's who we got. So regardless, he's still in it. Doesn't mean he can't run for president.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm asking you, a person that's been impeached twice, to me, is a person that shows they have issues holding that position in an ethical way.
What's your take on Kamala running in 2019?
You mean Kamala?
And not getting it? She didn't get any votes.
Can you say Kamala?
I just say her name, bro. It's just how it rolls. I'm country, so I probably said it right. But
Right. But don't you want to evolve and become a more advanced human being? You got to learn at some point.
I come to work, do my job, go home to my family. That's what I got to do on a day to day, bro, to survive. So I mean, where I'm at, I'm pretty smooth with it. Besides
I get it, but this is also a learning opportunity, right? If people can't
a couple of different ways too.
If people can't get her name right, then it tells me we're not capable of having an advanced level of conversation.
She said it different ways before too, though, bro.
No.
She has. I've heard it just on interviews, like just the way like she has said. I've even heard people in front of her say her name different ways. And she
Okay. So you're making excuses. Now that we know it's Kamala, can we just say Kamala, or you can say VP Harris if that makes it easier? All right.
I'd call her Seesaw if you wanted me to. I mean, I don't know. That's her job, bro. I'm not calling her. That's her job. She whichever one she chooses sides, right? That's her job.
She's the vice president of the United States of America.
Yeah,
and it's hard. Listen, Austin. And it's hard for you to have to respect her, and that blows my mind. I don't get it.
Not about a respect thing, buddy. I respect everybody. I respect you, and I don't even owe you. Like, you're on here doing your stuff for your beliefs, your people. That's dope. I hope you keep doing it. I hope you make millions of dollars off of it. It's awesome. But I just look at it as like when he was president for 4 years, he did things. She's never been in that spot to make big choice. Like, she's never been there. She's either been a seesaw or she's been like the last one to sign on some shit. Like, she's not.
Why do you keep cursing?
I'm a 31-year-old guy. It's just in my everyday life, buddy. If I can't cuss, I'll just go ahead and hop off. It's all good.
Yeah, because I gotta keep my standard. Yeah. You can't say your name right. You can't say your name right. You refuse to evolve. You can't check you can't even pretend like you can actually have a professional.
Bro, you don't even know me and what I've been through. How do you know I haven't evolved in my life? How can you say that? For real. If you want to be on a human standpoint, you can't sit there and say I'm not evolved. You don't know me.
Okay, because we're in a space right now, right? Where I've asked you, I've very respectfully, if I said, hey, can you try to pronounce the vice president's name correctly? All right. Yeah. And I've asked you to please not use profanity. It would be equivalent to me going into your house, right? And you're letting me know what the rules are in your house, and I keep breaking them and acting like I don't understand what the heck you're saying. At that point, right? I don't got time to go learn what you've been through since you've been born. I'm going to perceive this as either you're being very disrespectful or there's a learning issue. And I don't want to go with the whole you're being disrespectful, because then I got to turn up the temperature and throw you in the lake of fire. So I'm going to perceive it as perhaps there's a learning issue. That's why I asked you, were you capable of advancing, and actually showing you can actually be taught how to be a better person? And the answer to that was no. So I don't need to learn anything else about you, Austin. Other than you need to actually work on that.
I didn't ask you to. I'm trying to answer your question, and you cut me off like everybody else does that has a live panel on here. You ask a question.
You know why? You hear that? You hear that? And so, Austin, I'm going to give you some free advice. The reason you keep experiencing these kind of issues is because of yourself. Yeah. And because you don't respect people.
Right. You're right, bro. I don't.
You don't.
I'm a piece of shit, bro. I am. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I don't need to hear you do that to yourself. Listen, I'm muting you because there's a serious mental issue happening here, Austin. And I want you to understand, Donald Trump looks for people that are just like you, who don't feel.
I know if you'll still be on here when he wins.
Donald Trump looks for people just like Austin.
You gonna be on here when he wins?
Austin doesn't care about himself. Austin just wants to.
Are you gonna be on here when he wins?
Well, let me help you understand that, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Austin is a very disrespectful person, doesn't respect boundaries, all right, and has very low self-esteem. I'd hate to say it, but sounds like he's an incel, perhaps, involuntarily celibate. You know what I mean? So guess what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Austin, you need help. You need to work on building up your self-esteem and stop letting Donald Trump take advantage of you. Stop sending him your money, all right? And really analyze the real issue, the man or woman in the mirror. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let me warm up the lake of fire for our good friend Austin, all right? Because I think Austin might be a great person, but when he's possessed with the MAGA demon, Austin's not such a great person. Austin, do better. BetterHelp.com. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon. Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation, you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right. I see a lot of people in my chat are triggered right now. They don't like how I'm handling these guests that are possessed with the MAGA demon. Well, maybe you didn't hear me at the top of the show, all right? I told you to listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Yeah, you can go exactly on the other side of where Vice President Harris is, which is the border. You can go on the other side of the border. I'm tired of hearing grown men and women crying about how President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are running this country as if 4 years ago, this country wasn't going down in degradation at the hands of Donald Trump. Thank God Mike Pence was there to stop him and slow him down. This is some sick stuff you Trump supporters have gotten yourselves into.
Yo.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Simply because he has better policies.
What else?
I mean, shouldn't that be what we're voting for? Is policy, not racial politics?
No.
No.
The reason I don't entertain that right now is you don't give a darn about policy. You don't want Kamala Harris in the office because she's a woman of color, and a Democrat. Policies do not matter to you.
Okay. But the whole...
what policy did Donald Trump pass that really got you really so head over heels about him?
A ton of policies. I mean, he doesn't want to end fracking.
Are you into the industry? What do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
So how does fracking impact you?
Oh, it impacts me a lot because the more money people have in their pockets, the more expendable income people have. So which means that more people are going to spend more money, and that directly ties to me because I'm in sales.
What if he ended this country? If he ends democracy as we know it, how does that impact you?
Well, I don't think that'll happen. I mean, honestly, are the Democrats that good? Because
Derek,
let me talk for a second.
Derek, if there's no country, you're not making any money. That's just how this works.
Okay, but
You don't have any.
happening right now.
You're not even in
It's happening
fracking. You're
right
not
now.
even in the fracking industry. You're in sales. So you're having well, it's tied to the money in my pocket. Okay, great. But here's the deal: if Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States, all of that stuff goes away. He already tried it on January 6th. You can't even say he didn't try to end this
We
democracy.
lived through his administration and we saw how it panned out. The economy was much better than it was today.
Show me the
That's
graph.
a fact.
Show
That's
me the
a
graph.
fact. That's a fact. You can look.
Do you think you know more than Mike Pence?
Do I think I know more than Mike Pence? He definitely knows more than me.
No, Mike Pence knows more than you. All right.
Sure. Yeah. He's directly in.
Okay. Listen to what Donald Trump's former vice president said.
Irrespective of the indictment, I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution. But I chose the Constitution, and I always will. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be President of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put themselves over the Constitution should never be President of the United States again. What the President maintained that day, and frankly has said over and over again over the last 2.5 years, is completely false. I dismissed it out of hand, but sadly the President was surrounded by a group of crackpot lawyers that kept telling him what his itching ears wanted to hear. And I had hoped that on this matter of January 6th that it wouldn't come to this, because I do believe that this is going to further ignite the divide in the country. It'll be up to the government now to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this actually represented criminal activity. But what I want the American people to know is that I know in my heart of hearts that I did my duty under the Constitution that day.
Okay, he's pushing an agenda.
Derek.
I want to talk.
Derek.
You know,
what did Mike Pence say? What did Mike Pence say?
I just heard him. He said he doesn't like Trump. Sure, yeah.
No. I'm not going to let you wiggle out of that. A lot of you do a lot of wiggling. I'm not going to let you wiggle out of that.
I'm not here for a lecture. I'm here for a debate. I'm here for.
Trust me. If this was a lecture, you wouldn't even be in the box. You'd be in the back of the class taking notes.
Can we have an actual
Have you ever been in a classroom before?
No, I've never been in a classroom. I never went to school my entire life.
I can tell.
Jeez Louise. Bro,
I can tell. So what did Mike Pence say? Please just show us you can comprehend.
I heard we all heard what he said.
Going to play it again?
You don't have to.
Want me to play it again?
No, but can we talk about something with some substance? Because you're talking about his VP, in which I didn't trust him regardless. He's pushing an agenda. Of course, he's gonna not back Trump like that. That's irrelevant. We're talking about how you say her name, Kamala Harris.
Derek.
Derek. I'm gonna be respectful. Kamala Harris.
Think of the punctuation. All right, comma, and then it's la. That's the easiest way to keep it in mind. All right, and don't worry, I had that issue. It was kind of hard for me at one point, but now it's normal because I've done it enough, and I'm like, okay, it's not that difficult. But here's the deal. The reason I don't want to change topics is because it's actually tied to the very first thing you brought up when we first started talking.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, to me, I believe Vice President Mike Pence knows more about the United States government than myself. He knows more about Donald Trump than me. He laid eyes on this man. He was in the same room when very big decisions were made. And I don't believe a person that has been that cautious in their career and has gotten that close to power would be so careless with their words. I don't think that they would do that, because it would also listen to what I'm saying. If Mike Pence had an agenda, he would want to make sure he doesn't upset the MAGA base, because then he could have those supporters.
Not if he's like super.
Derek.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like, I can't say anything.
Politics is all about addition. Politics is about addition. If you're not gaining more support, then you're not going to be good at this. And to be quite honest, that statement right there, it probably has cost Mike Pence more in terms of his political future than it has actually helped him. Because for sure, he's not a Democrat. He can kiss the support from the Democratic Party goodbye, especially when we're talking policy.
I tell you what, I compare the far right to anybody
so
that's
Derek,
far right.
Derek, listen to what I'm saying, please. Mike Pence gets nothing out of coming clean and explaining to the American people what Donald Trump tried to have him do. Right? Do you understand his life was put in danger on January 6th?
Okay, let's talk about January 6th.
No, Derek, because you said he had... You said he had an agenda.
Like, I can't even respond to what you're saying because you keep calling out my name. Like, I can't even respond to what you're saying. Can we have an actual productive conversation? Because that's what I came up here for.
I don't. My head is hurting. Derek. My head is hurting. I get it. I know you. No, Derek. If you did, then we shouldn't be having it shouldn't be this difficult for you to keep following the conversation and going where I'm taking it.
Conversation. You brought up January 6th. I said, let's talk about it. And you're like, Derek.
Because why talk about it why say that when you know we're already talking about it?
Because you're asking me a question and I said, okay, let's talk about it. And I was about
We're already talking about it.
Oh my goodness, Zeus. Okay, go ahead, finish what you're saying, and then I'll, if you allow me to respond, I'll respond.
Okay, and we don't got much time. Actually, you know what? Here's the deal.
Can I make one point before you try to boot me off of here?
Here's the deal, Derek.
Because
we're gonna have to. We're gonna
talk about anything, bro. This is like useless. Like,
Derek,
I haven't gotten a chance to say anything.
It's taking too much time to get you to focus, and I got other things to do this morning. All right, I got a lot of other people I need to hear from, and unfortunately, Derek, we're gonna have to do this conversation on another time. I just looked at the time and I said, Derek, you've wasted 10 minutes trying to explain yourself. Because everything I throw at you, it confuses you.
I haven't said anything, Zeus.
You said too much, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time I say something,
ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Derek what he deserves, all right? Because he's taking way too long to accept the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warm up the lake of fire. All right, Derek? Took too long, bro. I've been down that path before, and it doesn't work with Big Zeus. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Derek a round of boos and shame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move it along. All right, let's bring up some mutuals real quick. All right, we got to hurry up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God.
Okay, I know. Your head hurts. You got to get
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so in my live this morning, I'm sorry, I just came out swinging. I'm not nice anymore. After the things he said over the weekend, you probably already covered it, but the mental disabilities, the impairments, and he wants one violent day of policing and it's going to end the crime. I mean, my God, she's a stupid person. If they don't cheat, we're going to win. Prosecute people, just the whole list. Talking about migrants going in houses and doing the thing to the throats and all of those things. This is getting people hurt.
Yeah.
They're getting unalived. The rhetoric, and when they come up and they talk to you and they say things like, I don't care. They said they don't care, Zeus.
Yeah. You hear that, Derek? This is why we're done with you.
We are done. I'm so over you. I don't care. I'm not talking policy with you fools. I know all of her policies. His are, what is it? Concepts of plans. You don't have a policy. You have nothing. And you literally say you don't care. That I don't care. And then Zeus, they took me down once and then they flagged me. You're fragile. You men are fragile. That's sick. What you are. They are. They are sick and they are fragile and they're weak, just like their leader. That's all they are. Weak, fragile, You conservative men. I had some crazy, I almost said a swear word, some crazy women coming up. And it's just, you guys, I don't know how you don't see it. I just don't understand how you don't see it.
They are their biases. They're blinded by their biases, and they don't think we can see it. That's what it is. Tara, look at that! All the love you can get.
I know, Tara, and I'm gonna end soon because I know your head hurts. And okay. So Denise down here says policy matters. He doesn't have policy, lady. I just said it. He doesn't have any. His concepts of plans. Kamala has policy, and I'm gonna ask you people from now on, what is the role of the vice president? You want to say she didn't do anything? What is the role? You don't even know the freaking role. She fulfilled that role. And you tell me what Mike Pence did. You tell me. He won't even support that. He won't even support Trump. What does that say? I'm not going to be nice to you anymore. I'm not going to coddle you. They came out, oh, she's so mean. You're freaking right, I'm mean, because after what he said this weekend, policy, if he even had any, it doesn't matter. I'm throwing stuff around. I'm so mad.
Don't. Just give it to them. They need it.
It's just a piece of paper. And that's
Angel, tell them.
Oh my God! Thank you guys. Holy smokes! Thank you. Wow, the gift.
You got a lot of love in here. Let's go.
I'm fired up. The kingdom is amazing. I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to go now. I've had my little tantrum, but I'm warning you people, if you want to come in my live, you better get a little bit tougher. Get some thick skin, because taking me down is not, you're not going to take me down. I've got backups. By the way, that's Lefty Angela _2. I've got backups. I ain't going anywhere. It's not happening. So get used to it, people. Thank you, Kingdom, for all the gifts. Thank you, Zeus, for having me out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Ange. No lies detected. All righty then. Let's continue it. All right. Don't worry. I'm going to get to a few of you. Don't worry. We got it. We're just taking care of some business. Good morning, Shay. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, my friend.
I'm all right. Your haters are here, and they are not happy with you, Shay. They say that you've been They say that you've been lying on my platform and spreading conspiracies, and that you need to stop it. What do you say to them that say that about you?
That just makes me laugh. Number one, So spreading conspiracy theories when I bring up facts, that's interesting. Yeah, they think it's conspiracy theories because they're never told the truth. And so slapped with truth in their face, they think I'm spreading conspiracy theories, which I'm not, because I can actually back my sources up.
She can and does all the time. So stop it.
Yeah, I don't lie on here. I've made a few I should have double checked that before I said it. Well, I'll admit that, but most of the time, no, I double check things before I say it.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of when they say, Kamala lied during the debate. You've heard that. And then they go, well, why was Trump fact checked and why was Kamala not fact checked so much? What are your thoughts about that during the debate?
Okay. Well, the reason he was fact-checked is because he was blatantly lying about, Haitians eating cats and dogs and
big difference.
About people having abortions after birth, which makes no sense. He got fact-checked because what he's saying is absolutely wrong, period. So that's what's going to happen. They're saying that the debate between Walz and Vance is not going to be fact-checked by the moderators. They have to fact-check.
Thank you, Alicia. Wow.
You guys are amazing. Thank you. So it's insane what's going on out here, and the thing is that
Tara,
what was Mike Pence's
Rick,
what did he say? What was Mike Pence's role or goal or something when he's not supporting
Hey
Trump?
Tiffany.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. Yeah.
Do you think Mike Pence had an agenda on? What was that?
Agenda. That's what he used. That's the word. Agenda.
Yeah, Derek said Mike Pence had an agenda when he was confessing to the American people about Trump's crimes on January 6th. What agenda?
What agenda? Exactly. I mean, the fact that he's not supporting a guy that he served underneath. Name any other vice president that has never backed the president when they're rerunning. Name one more in history that's ever happened. So his agenda is not supporting conservative values, not supporting building a wall, not supporting all the other rhetoric you're talking about. Are you kidding me? That he's not pro-life? I mean, you guys really need to get here's the problem with people like your last guest, Derek.
Derek said, was I too mean to Derek, Shay? Was I too mean?
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. He wasn't answering your question at all. He wanted to go into a diatribe about nonsense, right? And the thing is what he's bought into is everybody's against Trump, right? Everybody's against Trump. He's totally innocent. He's being attacked. So anybody that says anything against him has to be on an agenda.
Right.
Not the fact that they are understanding over 700 prominent Republicans. Jeff Flake just joined in. Jeff Flake,
I saw.
a conservative from Arizona, said he's voting for Kamala Harris. You guys are losing Republicans left and right, yet you keep thinking you're going to win this election. You can't win this election when you're losing Republicans, because you have to gain Republicans and you have to pull people from the other side, like independents and Democrats. That's how it nationally works. And in these swing states. And Kamala Harris's poll numbers just keep climbing and climbing. That's why he's desperate. What's going on? Why he's saying stuff like she's mentally disabled. By the way, when you listen to that rhetoric, those are such racist dog whistles. Because he said that she was born with it, but yet Biden is too. But why was she born with it and not the white man? Ask yourself these questions.
Yeah.
And how is she mentally disabled? Because she's a Democrat? Because she's a woman? Because she's black? Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
How is she born with being mentally disabled? I mean, the absolute ridiculousness that's coming out of this mouth. He's talking about purging people like Schmittler did. Kristallnacht. Let's have one big night of rounding them up by the cops. Let's do it one night and it won't happen again. Schmittler said the same thing. I know y'all hate the fact we compare him to Schmittler over
But that's what he's doing.
But that's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. I don't want to compare him that way because he has a chance to be my president again. I don't want to think that he's doing this. I'm not trying to
Sneaky
say
fingers.
It's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's interesting. But the energy behind Kamala is unstoppable. It's good to see. And I hope he keeps saying ridiculous stuff. I really do.
Yeah. And making it harder for his supporters to defend him. We had one good soul this morning, our good friend Tim, who was really seriously considering getting out of the cult. And that's what this is about. Helping people get out of the cult.
Yeah, because remember, it's not just our people in the boxes that we're talking to. Most of them are pretty lost souls. But it's the people that are listening that are so important that we get this information across. So, but I just wanted to come up here and say I actually got hired to do some DEI training workshops.
Okay.
So
wow.
I will be here tomorrow or Wednesday.
You'll be putting in the work.
I'll be putting in the work, talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm so excited about that. And then I got hired again like the 10th and the 16th or the 15th, 16th. So yeah, I'm like, it's a really good gig. And so I'm happy for that. And then it's my birthday on Thursday. So I'll be here Thursday.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be celebrating Shay's birthday on Thursday. And you know what? We'll miss you while you're doing the DEI work. All right. Seriously. But thank you so much this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay. No Lies Detected. Alrighty then. Oh my goodness. Who do I gotta hear from? My good friend Takesha. I haven't heard from you in a few weeks. Or how long has it been, Takesha? Since
last week, Zeus.
Let's go.
I'm going through my little illness, Zeus.
I understand.
Little illness. But listen, I had 3 things I wanted to say, and I'm gonna make it really quick. The black guy that was in the box, that said that he didn't care about Trump grabbing bees by the pee. Zeus, he's the prime example of why our young black men are going the way they're going. Why would you sit up and disrespect women by calling them bees? That was the most disrespectful statement he could have made. If that's the example our young men have, they gonna go and be anything but good. He He should have just dropped out the box, went and got on his knees and repented. And he knows nothing, Zeus. He
Thank
knows
you.
absolutely nothing. And at the end of the day, he probably can't even vote.
Amen.
They get in the box and swear they vote for Trump and know good and well they can't vote.
Amen.
And that's most black men that go for Trump. Either they can't vote or they're very uneducated and unlearned, Zeus.
Oh.
And that's for him.
Good.
That's for him.
Go ahead.
The other thing I want to say, because I keep hearing a crazy statement made when they say she has never been in a position before, so she doesn't know what to do. Had Trump ever been president when he was elected?
Nope.
Had President Obama ever been president when he was elected?
Nope.
When a cashier becomes a manager, have they ever been in that position when they were?
No.
So why do they keep making that statement?
That's a good question.
Do you just jump into are you born a manager and you just jump into the position of management? Or
Nope.
are you given that because you have a knowledge of it and then you learn the job when you get in there?
That part.
Isn't that how it goes, Zeus?
That's how it goes.
Because maybe I'm confused. But I didn't know that a manager become a manager because a manager was already a manager.
That part. Let's go.
And then the third thing I want to say is this, and this is the sad part right here.
Go ahead. You cooking them.
The things that Donald Trump said about Kamala this weekend, it just proves that his mother never loved him. She never showed him love, Zeus.
Lord have
That's
mercy.
why he talks about women the way he does. That's why he disrespects them. That's why he feels like they're beneath him, because his mother never gave him love. So he doesn't know how to treat women. Trump is a child in a big, fat, stinking, leaky cheek body that wants to be a man that's not. And anybody that considers him a man to look at and revere, they are piss poor, pitiful as well. Because men that were raised by their mother and given love by their mother does not talk about women the way he talks about women. He doesn't respect them. He cheated on every wife he ever had. The man is looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many faces. And he has not found it. His wives never loved him. Melania doesn't love him.
Amen.
Therefore, what he offered them was money.
Oh.
And that's all they love is the money. Nobody has ever truly loved him. And that's why he's the sick psycho that he is, Zeus. That's why he run around from city to city. You know, when people give him all these accolades and they show him love, that's why he never stopped having those rallies, even when he was out of office, because he needed that to feed his ego, because he's not getting any love, Zeus. That's his problem. Get the psycho out of here. Put him on a couch that JD Vance has not slept with and get him some therapy.
Cook them. Go ahead, Takesha. Go ahead, Takesha.
You can tell when a man did not have the love of his mother when he carries on like Donald Trump does.
Lord have mercy.
And that's just the God to heaven truth.
Amen. And you right. No lies detected. Ladies and gentlemen, show Takesha some love. All right, look at her. Go ahead and show her some love. No lies. No lies detected. Again, this is not rehearsed. This is how real Americans feel. All right. All right, let's bring up our next panelist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. G-Man, welcome.
Hey, what's up? What's up? I need to pay you to be my personal trainer, coach. You give me the motivation to pump up with these demons, man.
Yes, no problem.
Working out here live.
Yes.
No, I try to support you over the weekend for to that character named Snuggie. I don't call him Snuggie. Snuggie.
Oh, wait.
Snuggie.
You got some smoke for Snuggles?
Yeah,
Snuggles.
Snuggie.
Oh, Snuggie.
No. Yo, Snuggie. This is G-Man, right? Ooh. When you try to ask, I know it's your live. You do what you want to do.
No. Let me see. Wait. Let me see if we can get Snuggie up in here. Hold on. I want him to hear these words because you've been thinking about this. So let me see if we can get Snuggie. Yeah. Let's see if we can find Snuggie, the Snuggie demon, ladies and gentlemen. All right, where is he at? Oh, Snuggie Buggy.
Come on. I'm waiting for you, Snuggie, because you mute me when you try to bring about the inflation, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember, I try to inflation happen globally, but he don't want to hear facts from yours truly.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! You getting a lot of love, G man.
You know that he said I was triggered. I got all Zeus. I told you I usually don't go other lies on it.
Yeah.
But I try to give it a support, and you look like you bombarded with his crew. So I'm gonna have to come yours truly back you up. Got your 6 right.
I thank
but
you,
he
brother.
Don't want to hear. He don't want to hear about me told the truth, right?
Right.
Now not just that. Use the same old talking points, Snuggie. Snuggie. I don't know how old you are, Snuggie. I'm probably older than you, but I look a lot younger, better shape than you.
Ooh.
Probably your girl, probably joining me, see me right now. So I'm gonna let you know this, Snuggie. When you do your life, that's your thing. But I'm gonna tell you that you're not gonna have that same energy a real person, cause doesn't matter who's in charge in the White House, that doesn't have the control of the inflation. As a COVID survivor, I almost didn't make it this, man. I had to put my life on the line. I know online condition 215 gym rat, no online condition, it almost took me out.
Yeah.
The man upstairs, there's some people that believe the man upstairs, but it don't. They gave me the second chance of life to fight these fake Christians, excuse me. Sorry.
Go for it, I get it.
Yahtzees and all these white wingers put in your place. Snuggie. People like you, Snuggie. You know what? You like Trump because he's straightforward to the point, Snuggie. I'm born and raised in New York too. I'm born in Queens or aka Brooklyn, bro. You want to go that route? Go now, Snuggie. The way you disrespect me, you get no respect with me because you show no disrespect me because you don't want to hear me or talk about the inflation because you know I will bust you out on your damn line.
Ooh!
So Zeus, thank you. Keep your passion. And this is Ange. Ange, I went to your live first. My bum, they try to report you live. You were the best passionate person whatsoever. Even that ticks me off just one. You see, you guys cannot handle the truth. Well, what you do, get riled up, get people all right to get their life back or report.
Wow.
So let's keep on the passion, people. I learned all the stuff.
WG man in the chat. WG man for the Snuggie. I like the Snuggie. Put WG man in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Snuggie. I lean it to the left. I'm independent. I'm one of those independent you got to worry about. Lean it to the left. I empathy, but I worry about other people besides myself. Unlike you. So Snuggie, that's yours. Your new username, Snuggie.
Snuggie. WG man.
I'm gonna let you go. I know you got a lot of things to do. I don't want to hold you. I just finished my work. I need to pay you with my personal training.
Listen, you're doing good. Man. You've done a lot for me, brother. Seriously, but ladies and gentlemen,
you done for me. And also check your voter registration. People go to vote.gov. And shout out to my 2 creators that start me doing this. Is Twilight Goddess. Follow her, Twilight Goddess, and Dark Rican or True Rican.
Twilight Goddess and Dark Rican. Twilight Goddess.
And follow them, please. Follow them.
All right.
And Motivate Mike to all of them.
Motive Mike, yes. Yes. Mike. Yep. Follow all 3. All right. We're going to get the truth out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to G-Man. WG Man. Snuggie, you've been cooked. I made sure you got invited. And don't pretend like you're not here now, Snuggie. When G-Man is speaking to you, you better listen and sit your special behind down. All right. Let's bring up our next panelist. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Jess. Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hey,
Thank you for bringing me up. You got a lot of people up there. Oh, my goodness.
I know. We're cooking this morning. All right.
Listen.
How are you been? Yes.
Yesterday really disturbed my spirit watching Donald Trump. You could see in his eyes like how nasty and how angry he's become. I mean, he already was, but you could see, it's just like you could see the demon in him.
Yeah.
It's disgusting and it's really sick. And the fact he wants to sit up here and call Kamala stupid still. I mean, his old professor said he was the worst student he's had. And when he wrote The Art of the Deal, it was surface level knowledge and just plain ignorance. He doesn't care about anyone but himself.
Yep.
And you want to know like how he says he doesn't support the Proud Boys or white supremacist groups.
Right. I've heard him say things like that. Those are lies. He's in bed with those people.
His dad was arrested at a Triple K rally
Mm-hmm.
for being ornery to the police and not leaving when asked.
Thank you, Angel.
So what was he doing there if he wasn't involved?
Thank you, Tara. Yeah, tell him, Jess.
Yeah, thank you all for the gifts. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's very concerning to me. And if I'm not mistaken, it happened twice.
Twice. Birds of a feather flock together.
He won't say, I'm not with you. Don't follow me. No, he said, stand back and stand by. And they pressured him there. And he did not care and did not say, leave me the hell alone. When you guys go to the voting booths and you see people, obviously they won't be wearing all of that, but they may have the stars and bars. That should be a red flag to you. That should be a problem for you. I really just... You say a lot of words, but your actions speak way louder. If you're not racist, you're complicit. You support it, you don't care, and it sure as hell ain't a deal breaker for you.
Show ain't. It's a deal maker for him.
And lately, it's been hard getting opposition in boxes in some lives. And I notice when you guys do have the courage to get in the box, you guys will say the nastiest things. And I don't know if you're doing it to be shocking. I don't know if you're doing it to get the live taken down.
Oh.
But the fact you guys climb up in the boxes and start saying slurs like a child, like someone in the toxic gamer community that's 11, 12 years old and don't know no better. You know? And you guys are, I'm 32 years old. You guys are 50, 60 freaking years old on this app saying these things.
I had one lady come up here. She wears a blue wig and wears a security outfit, Lamika something, I think, right? And just got up here and just said some of the most disgusting things ever came out of a woman's mouth and said, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm a Republican. Tell them, Jess. Lamika, I know you're still here.
You guys,
I'm gonna talk to you again, Lamika. You know exactly who you are. And bring the blue wig and turn the camera on next time. I'm so sorry, Jess.
No, you're totally fine. And if you guys sit here, you guys say these things, right? And most of you have crosses in your bio. You got God first in your bio. And you're saying these things.
That's some nasty stuff.
And on top of it, you're also saying things like, oh, well, the stuff with The View and Wendy Williams was taken out of context. He was just joking when he said that he has sex in common with his daughter. He was just joking. I didn't know you could joke about that stuff, Zeus.
Exactly. I don't joke that way.
I thought they cared about kids, right? I thought they wanted to protect children from those types of nasty things.
No, they don't care.
Behavior.
They don't care. These people make up whatever excuse they got to justify being evil.
But how is a drag queen wearing a full ball gown or wearing a full-length dress or a bodysuit that's covering everything, reading a Goodnight Moon or Rainbow Fish to a group of kids with their parents in the room, okay? How is that immoral? How is that hurting kids? But you're making jokes saying that you can have sex in common with your kids. You're saying that, oh, well, perhaps if we weren't related, I'd be dating her. And these things are okay to say.
Not over here. Not over here.
How is that okay for you guys? But that's But that's sexual and wrong for a full-length ball gown, doing a kid's makeup and putting glitter on their face. So bad. So bad.
Nasty. Well, listen, Jess, okay?
Yeah, I know you got to move it along, but thank you for bringing me up. I really
You're
appreciate
absolutely welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Jess is on point. Show Jess some love. Eat a bag. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Unfortunately, Zeus has to depart. I know you're very sad, but you all deserve this a round of applause. Before I go, I want to give a special thank you to all of my subscribers, to the moderators, to the panelists, not the bad ones, but and the moderators. All right, you all do an outstanding job helping to keep this show exciting, engaging, and entertaining. Tara with the choo-choo train. All right, thank you. But you know, we got to give one last round of booze and shame. These booze and shame goes out to all of my Zeus haters out there. And these are not just my haters. These are also your haters, all right? They get out here on TikTok day in and day out and promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. They promote evil, misogyny, bigotry, xenophobia, cult-like behavior, criminality, just all forms of corruption on behalf of their orange cult leader, Donald J. Trump. Trust me when I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, these people are the worst of the worst, and they are truly the scum of the earth. Let's give them our final round of booze and shame. Now, if I didn't get to you today, it doesn't mean I love you any less. It just means I do have to get up out of here. You know how this goes. This is show business, baby. All right, but in the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They're begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad. They're begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe.
Hey.
I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at.
They want to be mad at
They're begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. These haters out here that are upset with me.
Yeah, I got these haters upset
all
with me.
All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at.
Hey.
They're begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe.
Hey.
I got these haters out here that are upset with me. I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They're begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. The way I got these haters shook, it's like magic. It's like abracadabra. I make it to the point where they don't even want to pick up the phone when I call. I get to the point where they'd rather spend time with their girls instead of dealing with a real man like me. I expose them for what they is, which is a bunch of liars and a bunch of haters. And then you know after that, I hit them with the electrocution because I'm Big Zeus and I get down like that. And they don't like that. I'm not backing down and I'm bringing it straight to them. And there's really nothing that they can do to stop this. This is an unrelenting, unforgiving surprise attack for all of my haters. If you want to be a hater,
let's go.
Get your dose. I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. I got these haters out here that are upset with me. All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. I got these haters out here that are upset.
Let's go!
All they want to do is come up with reasons to be mad at. They begging me to stop because they know I got the recipe. I got these haters out here that are upset with me.
You know who they are.
I got these haters out here that are upset with me.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen, I got to get up out of here seriously. But before we do, what are we going to do? Let's see what we got. Y'all want some of this? What do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we got?
Insect asylums You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. No, these are real stories. Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. He's a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
You for dinner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Before I go, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we got to do.
I promise to be a president for all Americans. You can always trust me to put country above party and self, to hold sacred America's fundamental principles, from the rule of law to free and fair elections,
Angel,
to the
thank you.
peaceful transfer of power.
There you go. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing that I